Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your October soul session. Okay, I am Marlowe. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and whatnot or whatever. And we're just jumping right into this daddy head first because your girl hasn't posted none of September. But anyway, first card out. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Right after that, we have the Devil, BTW. What is that off in the corner? I don't read these in the reverse because the entire deck is already in the reverse, so don't be freaked out if you see me flipping them over. What the heck is that at the bottom of this card? I've never noticed that. I can't even make out what that is. But anyway, but we have the Six of Wands and then we have the Devil. That's an interesting combination that we have going on there. So here's the thing. Cancer. It looks like, okay, here we go. Then we got the star card. That's Capricorn energy as well as Aquarius energy. So what it's looking like, my beautiful Cancerians, coming out of September and into October. This is interesting. This is interesting. My guides are telling me something totally different. I was about to say one thing and they're telling me something entirely different. I was seeing you guys as the Six of Wands. I was seeing you guys coming in like, you know, the person on the horse, but my guides literally just said that that's Cancer. And I'm like, huh? Really? So, okay. That's interesting. Okay. All right, Cancer. This is about to get real. All right. So here's what I'm getting. Okay, Cancer. There's someone in you guys' life. I don't know if it's a boss. I don't know if it's a friend, family member, whatever, but someone who's very close to you. This person has, I guess I have to use the word victory. I don't really feel like I want to use that word, but it's like it's almost like them getting really good news or being recognized for something. So it's more or less them leveling up in a sense, because I don't want to say victory because I just feel like that word just doesn't feel appropriate for what it is I'm picking up on. So it's some type of level up that someone who's close to you has. So this could be like brother, sister, mom, dad, you know, partner, best friend, brother, whatever the case, like someone who's close to you. And with this being you in this position, it's almost like this person leveling up or getting this award or getting recognized or, you know, whatever the case, whatever good thing happened for them, whatever good news came for them, it benefits you in some way. So it would have to be this speaking to a person who's pretty close to you. So, like, I don't know, if your mama won the lottery, it's almost like you won the lottery too, because you know mama gonna give you some money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel that it's for you guys in particular that had this, you know, win or whatever the case, but you're benefiting from it because of your connection to the person who did. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I have to show you how it is. My guides literally show me things in my head. This is what Cancer sees coming into October. So it's this, whoever this person is, even if it's like your boss got this really dope contract, you get a raise, you benefit, right? So now you come into the energy of the star card. It's like all the dreams coming true. Everything's just lit. It's like blessings on blessings on blessings. But the thing that I feel that Cancer doesn't see, and why this would be coming out in this soul session, because it's something that I need to forewarn you about, is you're not seeing that there's strings attached to this particular thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not really so much focused on the zodiac signs. I mean, if that's relevant to you, then cool. But I feel that you guys aren't seeing that this is what's kind of happening behind all of this. So it's kind of one of those things where, like I said, it's like if your mom wins the lottery, like it's lit because it's your mom. I mean, at least, you know, if you have a fairly decent relationship with your mother, I'm saying this hypothetically, of course, it's like it's a win because you both win. Or if, you know, you're married and your partner won the lottery, it's like both of you win the lottery because you're married. You feel what I'm saying? But there's strings attached to it. I don't necessarily feel per se, it's not necessarily like with your person, whoever the person is to you, it's not really so much of them having malicious intentions in reference to this. Like they're purposefully helping you out or something, or sharing this with you or whatever the case, because they have malicious intentions. It just feels to me like a default, because it feels like a typical human behavior kind of thing to me, where it's like So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. This person leveled up, you didn't, but you're a part of it. Like, so you vicariously get to benefit from what it is that they've leveled up with, but it's a need to understand, like, we live in a realm of reciprocity. So there's always like an even exchange with everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want milk out of, Target, you have to pay money to get milk. Right. So it's like, it's a reciprocal action, like you're giving something to get something. And I feel like what my Cancers aren't necessarily seeing, because all you're seeing is the fact that there is kind of like a strings attached type of thing, which means like, if I were to stick with the mom thing, like if your mom won the lottery, your mom were to pay off your mortgage, buy you a car, pay off all of your student loans, and and you're like all excited and stuff like that, but then your mom like wants you to drive her everywhere now, and it's like, well, I bought you a car, I'm old, I don't want to drive, the least you can do is like drive me, right? Because you wouldn't have a car if it wasn't for me, type of deal. Like, that's the vibe that I get with that. And I feel this is coming out first because that's something you need to be consciously aware of. Like, I can't tell you not to accept it from the person, but I just think you need to be aware because you're not really seeing the full picture, right? Next card out we have is the Emperor. Oh, goodness gracious. My guides just said lording over. Yeah, okay, I see where this is going, Cancer. Listen to your friend Marlowe. All right, here's the deal. All right. Something very similar to this came up. I don't remember for what sign, but like months ago. I think it was it Aries? But it's not quite the same situation as it was with Aries. But here's the thing. What I'm picking up on, and this is me kind of going back to maybe September and even before that, Cancer needs help with something, right? There's something that Cancer is in need of. And this is kind of like a dark distraction, to be honest with you, Cancer. Hence the reason why you wouldn't see this, because the whole point of you guys being on the journey that you've been on up to this point is for you to be on the horse in the Six of Wands, not someone else being on the horse and, making you a part of something that they've achieved or something that they have that you don't. It's like with me seeing this Emperor and this Nine of Pentacles here, that's what the point of all of this was. Everything that you've been through up to this point is because Spirit was trying to get you guys to work yourself up to your place of like power. So you're like the Lord of your own life in a sense. But with this person, it's like this devil that's kind of hidden behind all of this is it's a fast track. So it's like, just like I said, like mom wins the lottery, you were trying to work really, really hard to get yourself a car or, to pay off your student loans. And if you would work really hard yourself with the Nine of Pentacles, then you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor because you are the Lord over it. You feel what I'm saying? And there's no strings attached, right? And if you wanted to, you could take and help somebody else out. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saying that you would be on some devilish type of stuff, but I mean, it's not necessarily negative. It's just an expectation. It's like the same thing. Like, I have a whole staff. I have employees that work with me. And it's like, if you're paying someone, you're supposed to do your job. You know what I'm saying? Like if I pay someone, to like as an IT person, I pay you to do IT. You should be doing IT. I'm not going to pay you to do IT and you not do it. Like, why would I do that? That's not beneficial. That's one-sided. You feel what I'm saying? But so that's not necessarily saying that it's a negative thing, but I just feel for you guys' life path where y'all are right now, there may have been some sense of like codependency to where Cancer always had to rely on other people or like, you just were stuck in a position to where it had to be that way. But the journey you guys have been on is to get you into a position of power. So no one can say that they helped you, or a person can't hold anything over you, or you don't have expectations to another person because you built it up yourself type of deal. And I feel this is kind of like a dark distraction, because it seems like the whole theme of this freaking of this freaking month in October, it's like the is not is paradigm, because every single reading is going back to the same thing of me seeing that. So it's like, but the way you guys is not is showing up in the month of October is a fast track that comes from another person. And I feel like from jump, it's not going to look like that bad of an idea, because you're going to move forward quicker. But the whole thing is, it's like this whole thing with is not is paradigm and karma. And it's like having to pay the piper eventually. So it's like you can, so if we stick with the whole car scenario that I was saying, it's like you're trying to save up to buy a car. Your mom wins the lottery, offers to buy you a car, but now you're being lorded over by your mother, because your mother is the one who's in the position of power and has the money, right? So anything that she asks you to do, you're going to feel like a sense of obligation, because you didn't buy the car, your mom did. And that's the thing that Spirit's trying to prevent, because I feel like there's been a pattern of that happening with Cancer up to this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys is literally going to come in the form of a person being able to fast track you from where it is that you are presently, right? So instead of you having to work and save a year to buy a car, it's like someone giving you money in October to get a car where you don't have to do that. But it's like you don't want to get that catch-22 with that. So I feel like why this is coming out this way is to give you a heads up, because like I was saying, you guys is going to manifest in a way that is a fast track from something that you want. So if you're very clear about what it is you're working towards right now, like what's the most important thing to you, and somebody steps in, all right, and somebody steps in and is like, "Ooh, hey, I'm gonna give you this thing." It's like, be leery of that. Now you guys may ask, y'all, this is why. Okay, because we have the 5 of Cups here. So this is the whole thing. This is so interesting how all of these are like the same damn reading, because I know Capricorn had the 2 of Cups right here. And I'm looking at the fact you got 2 cups that you can't even see. The whole thing with this is Cancer. This is literally another forewarning for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fall for the okie doke of this, it's not to say that you won't be able to get out of it, because I feel like you guys will be able to get out of it. It's just I feel it's going to be a little harder, because you may be beating yourself up because, you're thinking about like, oh, why did I fall for that? Like I shouldn't have, da da da. Because it feels even to me like contract type of stuff. But once again, I feel this is like a forewarning, dude. Like this is trying to give you a heads up to not fall for the okie doke. Because just like I was saying with Capricorn, it's like this person, and this is so interesting, it's embodied in a person, but you guys are going through an is not is paradigm shift, right? But your is not is showing up as a freaking person, right? So if you were to hold off, because I feel like this is something hella lucrative, dude, like it's gonna look so good. And you may think in your mind like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let them help me out or whatever, and then I'm gonna move forward and do like the thing. But I feel that if you think in that mindset, you still would end up here, because it's like, I don't know, it's like something's gonna fall apart and you're gonna be the one left holding the bag, but the person is still gonna be in their rightful position. You know what I'm saying? So it's, if I were to go back to this car scenario, it's kind of like you being like, oh no, like I don't, want to take you to the store, mom, whatever. And your mom's like, all right, well, I'm taking the car back. And now you're back to where you were before. And God forbid if the money that you had saved up for the car, that you spent that on something else, and now you're starting back from ground zero. But even if that were the case, the positive thing about this is with these 2 of Cups, it's just you. It shouldn't be you and someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's like this whole journey was supposed to be about you getting you to where you need to be, not someone helping you to get there. Because I feel like that's been the cycle. It's been like almost like a codependency where Cancer's always had like a third, leg or something like that in their life. And the whole message that Spirit is trying to get you to is saying that the only thing that you need is yourself and spirit, right? Because it's just some type of life lesson that Cancer is intended to learn here, right? But worst case scenario, if you did end up signing a contract or getting involved in something, right? It's the fact that there's still hope because you still have these 2 cups. It's just kind of like repeating that cycle again, right? Integrating what it is that you've learned up to this point. And I hope and pray that that makes sense. My beautiful Cancers, there is no extended to this because I think I said that to you guys. I'm trying to get these out quick because I didn't record last month because of all my little health stuff and all the things. So this is it, but more readings are coming this month. But I love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.